In a bustling village called Lamoro, surrounded with lush green fields and rolling hills, there lived a young woman called Lana. Her beauty was the pride of the village. Her skin glowed like a polished amber, and her warm smell softened even the hardest of hearts. Everyone admired her, but beneath the surface, Lana carried a secret that made her feel like an outcast in her own life. From a very young age, Lana had been different. When she was just 15, she began to feel a strange restlessness, a burning sensation deep within her that no one could explain. It wasn't physical pain, but always an instant desire that left her feel unease and desperate for relief. By the time she reached her 20s, the fire had grown so intense that it consumed all her thoughts and actions. She often found herself seeking out company of men, not because of love, but because it was the only way to calm down the fire within her. Despite her struggles, Lana managed to keep the secret hidden from the villagers, her parents, and most of her friends. To the outside world, she was the perfect, charming, kind, and graceful. But inside, she felt like a prisoner of her own body. Only her two friends, Tia and Max, knew the truth. She trusted them completely and confided in them about her struggle. Tia was compassionate and supportive, always trying to find ways to help Lana. Max, however, harbored his feelings for Lana that he never admitted, and over time, his love turned into bitterness. One sunny morning, as Lana wandered through the marketplace, she collided with a young man called Kai. Kai was different from anyone Lana had ever met. He was kind, patient, and had quick strength that intrigued her. Their chance meeting turned into friendship, and before long, Kai confessed his love for Lana. For the first time in her life, Lana felt a flicker of hope. She began to believe that love could be her escape, that Kai's kindness might somehow extinguish the fire within her. But love wasn't enough to erase Lana's secret. Despite her feelings for Kai, the burning desire didn't stop. She tried to hide it, but it became harder as the relationship deepened. Every time she sneaked away to meet another man, guilt clouded at her. She hated herself for betraying Kai, but she couldn't control the pull of the fire inside her. As Kai and Lana's love story blossomed, another drama unfolded in Lamoro. A healthy merchant named Danielle arrived in the village, sparking curiosity and excitement among the locals. Danielle was known for his lavish lifestyle and his charm. It wasn't long before he began throwing extravagant parties at his estate. These gatherings became the talk of the town, drawing crowds eager to catch a glimpse of the mysterious newcomer. Danielle's arrival disrupted the village in unexpected ways. Max, who was already struggling with his feelings for Lana, saw Danielle as a rival for attention and influence. Fueled by jealousy, he began spreading rumors about Danielle's, claiming that he was involved in shady dealings. Meanwhile, Lana was drawn into Danielle's charisma, further complicating her relationship with Kai. Though she never acted on her feelings, the tension was enough to create a rift between her and Kai. One day, Kai surprised Lana with a heartfelt proposal. He got down on one knee under the shade of a blooming jacaranda tree and asked her to be his wife. Overwhelmed with emotion, Lana said yes, believing that this is her chance to start over. She shared the news with Tia and Max, who both reacted differently. Tia was thrilled for her friend, while Max struggled to hide his bitterness. As the wedding day approached, Max's jealousy reached a boiling point. Unable to bear the thought of Lana marrying Kay, he devised a plan to ruin the wedding. On the morning of the ceremony, he slipped into the reception hall and planted a device connected to the projector. He had secretly recorded Lana during her encounters with other men, and he had planned to expose her secret in front of everyone. The wedding was a grand affair. The hall was decorated with flowers and the air was buzzed with excitement. Lana and Kai stood at the altar, ready to exchange vows, when suddenly the screen behind them flickered to light. At first, the guests thought it was a sweet slideshow of the couple's memories, but as the video played, gasps filled the room. It showed Lana with other men, her deepest secret exposed for all to see. Kai's face turned pale. He stood frozen for a moment before walking away without a word. Lana's heart shattered as she ran after him, begging him to listen, but it was too late. Kai drove away, leaving her standing in dust, surrounded by whispers and judgmental stares. In the days that followed, Lana's life fell apart. She couldn't face the villagers who now looked at her with a scorn. She retreated at her home, avoiding everyone except Tia. It wasn't until a week later that she learned the truth about who had betrayed her. She overheard Max bragging to a friend about his plan to expose her. Heartbroken and furious, Lana confronted Max, demanding to know why he had done. "I love you, Lana," Max admitted, tears streaming down his face. "But you never saw me. You always chose everyone else. I thought if I could not have you, no one should." Lana was stunned. She realized her trust in Max had been misplaced, and their friendship was beyond repair. Determined to take control of her life, she decided to seek help. With Tia's support, she found a doctor in a nearby city who specialized in her condition. Through therapy and treatment, Lana began to understand her disorder and learn ways to manage it. It was a long and difficult journey, but she was determined to heal. Months later, Lana received an unexpected letter from Kai. In it, he wrote that he had been deeply hurt by what happened, but had come to understand that her struggles weren't at her fault. He admitted that he still cared for her and wanted to help her on her journey to recovery. Overwhelmed with emotion, Lana called Kai and they talked for hours. Their conversation marked the beginning of a new chapter of their relationship. Meanwhile, Daniel's presence in the village had took a surprising turn. It was revealed that he had been working to improve the lives of the villagers by funding new schools and health clinics. The rumors Max had spread about him were proven false, and Daniel's actions earned him the respect and gratitude of the community. Inspired by Daniel's generosity, Lana decided to share her story publicly to raise awareness about her condition and help others who may be suffering in silence. Max, realizing the extent of harm he had caused, apologized to Lana. Though Lana forgave him, their friendship could never be the same. Lana and Kai's relationship grew stronger as they worked together to rebuild their lives. They eventually married in a small, intimate ceremony attended only by the closest friends and family. Tia, ever the loyal friend, stood by Lana as her maid of honor. As they celebrated, Lana felt a sense of peace she hadn't known in years. She knew her journey wasn't over, but she was no longer alone. With Kai by her side and Tia's unwavering support, she faced the future with newfound strength and hope. Now, as we have come to the end, the morals of the story says, secrets have a way of coming to light. It's important to seek help and face the truth, before it's too late. The second one says, true friends support you even in your darkest moments, but be careful with whom you trust, as not everyone has your best interests at heart. And the last one says, healing is a journey that requires courage and support from loved ones. No matter how hopeless things may seem, it's never too late to change your story. Therefore, see you in the next one.